Hello and welcome to our topic lesson year 2. So today we are looking at, is our planet blue? Now we looked a little bit last week at how we, the UK, are surrounded by water and the different oceans and bits of water that we're surrounded by, but today we're going to look more generally at the whole planet, so that's another word for the Earth, and whether it is blue or not. So our aim today is to be able to name and locate the continents and oceans of the world. So our key words, we have the world map. So that is this one over here, and that tells us, or shows us I should say, the different continents and the different oceans. Now the word continent is one of these, which actually we are tiny over here, and the rest of this earth is covered in other continents, and there are 7 of them, so we'll learn about those. We've got the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, the equator, which goes along the middle of the earth. We've got the ocean and the sea, the land, and a sphere. These are the 7 continents. We've got Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. And don't worry, in the folder I will make sure that I put the 7 continents song and the ocean song as well. So you can see here on each of these pictures the bit of land that is coloured in a darker green, a more stronger green, is the bit of land that is talking about the continent. So we live in Europe. That's the continent that we live in. So here are the different oceans. We've got the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean. Now, can you remember us over here, tiny little UK, can you remember which ocean surrounds us? That's right, it is in fact the Atlantic Ocean. So if you'd like to, you can pause the video now and answer some of these questions. If not, I will go through them now. So, what is a continent? A continent, there are 7 of them, and they are big bits of land made up of lots of different countries across the earth. Number 2, can you name any continents of the world? Some of the continents are Asia and Africa and South America. Number 3, we live in the UK. What continent is the UK in? We live in Europe. That is the continent that we live in. Number 4, can you name any of the main oceans of the world? Now, I can remember the Arctic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Southern Ocean, but I know that there are others. And number 5, it says countries are hotter that are near the equator. Now, that is the middle of the earth where it's really hot there, so the countries closer to the equator are hotter. So here are some pictures of Earth from space. We looked at a bit of this last week. So what do you notice about Earth from space? I notice that there is a lot of blue. There is a bit of land, but it seems to me that there is a lot more blue than green, which means that there's lots and lots of water and lots of oceans. So here is our world. You can see the continents. So the continents are in colour. Those are the bits of land. So I've got North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and Antarctica and Australia. And then the blue bits, the light blue, shows us the oceans. So the water that's on our world. So again, we've got Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and Arctic Ocean. So what you could do is come up with a mnemonic. Now, we've been looking at this in phonics as well, which is when we come up with a sentence to help us remember all the different continents. So for example, you might want to use this mnemonic. which is eat an apple after a snack. Eat an apple after a nighttime snack. So can you see each letter that's been highlighted, bold and underlined tells us the words of the different continents. So for eat, we've got Europe. For an, we've got Antarctica. For apple, we've got Asia. For after, we've got Africa, and so on. The other three also link up to those words. So you could use that if you want. I personally find the continent song really helpful. So you can always watch that afterwards as well to help. So either using an atlas if you've got one at home, if not you can use Google Maps, which you can either search straight onto Google or I'll also put the link in the worksheet that you got this video from. Can you find these things? An area of land, seas or oceans, the equator, where you live, an island, a continent, and a capital city. And if you want to challenge what the difference is between a globe and a map. Once you've done that last activity, you can then have a go at mapping the world. So you can either print this out and colour it in and label it, or if it's easier for you, you can fill it in on this document that you found the video link in. There's numbers 1 to 12 and the map is just below it on the next page. So you can write the answers on there if you wish to. Okay, so have your best go at that, and I look forward to seeing your maps.